Question 1. What should you do when you see a road closed ahead sign while driving? A. Continue driving until you reach the closure. B. Look for a detour or alternative route. C. Stop immediately. Answer. B. Look for a detour or alternative route. A road closed ahead sign indicates that the road will be closed, so you should prepare to follow detour signs or find another route to your destination. Question 2. How should a driver react upon encountering a Use Next Exit sign on the freeway? A. Speed up to reach the next exit quickly. B. Safely change lanes to prepare for the exit. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer. B. Safely change lanes to prepare for the exit. When you see a Use Next Exit sign, you should safely change lanes in preparation to exit the freeway at the next opportunity. Question 3. What does the Emergency Parking Only sign indicate about the usage of the area it is posted in? A. You can park there at any time. B. Parking is only allowed in an emergency. C. It is a designated rest area. Answer. B. Parking is only allowed in an emergency. Emergency parking only signs indicate that the area should only be used for parking in the case of an emergency. Question 4. Describe the appropriate action when approaching an intersection where a stop ahead sign is posted. A. Prepare to stop at the intersection ahead. B. Speed up to clear the intersection quickly. C. Ignore the sign if no traffic is visible. Answer. A. Prepare to stop at the intersection ahead. A stop ahead sign warns you that there is a stop sign at the upcoming intersection, so you should begin to slow down and prepare to stop. Question 5. What precautions should a driver take when a slippery road sign is encountered during rain? A. Increase speed to pass through quickly. B. Maintain current speed and drive normally. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. Answer. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. A slippery road sign indicates that the road may be slippery when wet, so you should reduce speed and increase your following distance to maintain control. Question 6. Explain how to proceed when driving past a directional arrow sign indicating a sharp bend to the right. A. Turn the steering wheel sharply to the right. B. Slow down and follow the direction of the arrow. C. Speed up to navigate the bend quickly. Answer. B. Slow down and follow the direction of the arrow. When you see a directional arrow sign indicating a sharp bend, you should slow down and carefully follow the direction indicated. Question 7. What should a driver be aware of when they see a two-way traffic ahead sign on a previously one-way road? A. Maintain lane position and speed. B. Prepare to yield to oncoming traffic. C. Speed up to avoid oncoming traffic. Answer. B. Prepare to yield to oncoming traffic. A two-way traffic ahead sign indicates that you will encounter oncoming traffic, so you should be prepared to yield if necessary. Question 8. How does the presence of a park and ride sign affect parking and transportation options? A. It indicates a nearby parking lot for carpooling and public transportation. B. It designates an area for emergency vehicle parking. C. It marks a location where parking is prohibited. Answer. A. It indicates a nearby parking lot for carpooling and public transportation. Park and ride signs indicate areas where you can park your car and transfer to carpool or public transportation options. Question 9. What actions should a driver take when approaching an airport with an airport sign visible? A. Speed up to avoid airport traffic. B. Slow down and be prepared for increased traffic and pedestrians. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving as usual. Answer. B. Slow down and be prepared for increased traffic and pedestrians. An airport sign indicates you are near an airport, where there may be increased vehicle and pedestrian traffic. Question 10. Describe the correct response when approaching a traffic light that has turned yellow as indicated by a traffic light sign. A. Speed up to clear the intersection before the light turns red. B. Slow down and prepare to stop if it is safe to do so. C. Continue at the same speed regardless of the light color. Answer. B. Slow down and prepare to stop if it is safe to do so. A yellow light indicates that the signal is about to change to red, so you should slow down and stop if you can do so safely. Question 11. How should a driver adjust their driving behavior in response to an unexpected fog patch? A. Turn on high beam headlights for better visibility. B. Reduce speed and turn on low beam headlights. C. Maintain current speed and use hazard lights. Answer. B. Reduce speed and turn on low beam headlights. In fog, it is important to reduce speed and use low beam headlights to improve visibility without creating glare. Question 12. What is the legal requirement for seat belt use in California for adult passengers in the back seat? A. Seat belts are not required for back seat passengers. B. Only passengers in the front seat must wear seat belts. C. All passengers must wear seat belts, regardless of seating position. Answer. C. All passengers must wear seat belts, regardless of seating position. California law requires all passengers, including those in the back seat, to wear seat belts. Question 13. Describe how to make a legal and safe U-turn on a divided highway. A. Make the U-turn at any point on the highway. B. Use a designated U-turn area or intersection. C. Make the U-turn from the rightmost lane. Answer. B. Use a designated U-turn area or intersection. U-turns on divided highways should only be made at designated areas or intersections to ensure safety. Question 14. What are the steps a driver should take if their vehicle's brakes fail while driving downhill? A. Pump the brakes to try and restore brake pressure. B. Shift to a lower gear and use the parking brake to slow down. C. Turn off the engine to stop the vehicle. Answer. B. Shift to a lower gear and use the parking brake to slow down. If your brakes fail while driving downhill, you should shift to a lower gear and use the parking brake to help slow the vehicle. Question 15. How do right-of-way rules apply when two vehicles arrive at an uncontrolled intersection at the same time? A. The vehicle on the right has the right-of-way. B. The larger vehicle has the right-of-way. C. The vehicle on the left has the right-of-way. Answer. A. The vehicle on the right has the right-of-way. At an uncontrolled intersection, the vehicle on the right typically has the right-of-way. Question 16. Explain the importance of maintaining a safe following distance on highways. A. It allows for better fuel efficiency. B. It provides time to react to sudden stops. C. It is not important as long as you drive at the speed limit. Answer. B. It provides time to react to sudden stops. Maintaining a safe following distance on highways gives you time to react to sudden stops or changes in traffic conditions, reducing the risk of collisions. Question 17. What should a driver do if they encounter an animal crossing the road in a rural area? A. Speed up to pass the animal quickly. B. Slow down or stop if necessary to let the animal cross safely. C. Honk the horn to scare the animal off the road. Answer. B. Slow down or stop if necessary to let the animal cross safely. If an animal is crossing the road, you should slow down or stop to avoid hitting it. Question 18. How does California law regulate the use of cell phones by drivers over the age of 18? A. Cell phone use is completely prohibited while driving. B. Hands-free use of cell phones is allowed. C. Only texting is allowed while driving. Answer. B. Hands-free use of cell phones is allowed. In California, drivers over the age of 18 can use cell phones only if they are using a hands-free device. Question 19. Describe the actions required when changing lanes in heavy traffic. A. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, and change lanes quickly. B. Signal and change lanes without checking mirrors. C. Change lanes without signaling to keep traffic moving. Answer. A. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, and change lanes quickly. When changing lanes in heavy traffic, you should always signal, check your mirrors and blind spots, and change lanes carefully and quickly when it is safe to do so. Question 20. What are the consequences of failing to stop for a school bus displaying a stop sign and flashing red lights? A. There are no penalties if no children are present. B. A warning will be issued without any fines. C. Significant fines and possible license suspension. Answer: C. Significant fines and possible license suspension. Failing to stop for a school bus with flashing red lights and a stop sign can result in significant fines and possible suspension of your driver's license. Question 21. What are the requirements for using headlights during twilight or when visibility is reduced? A. Use high beams to ensure maximum visibility. B. Use low beams to avoid blinding other drivers. C. Headlights are not necessary during twilight. Answer: B. Use low beams to avoid blinding other drivers. During twilight or when visibility is reduced, you should use low beams to ensure you can see and be seen without blinding other drivers. Question 22. How should a driver handle a merge sign when entering a busy freeway? A. Speed up and force your way into traffic. B. Slow down and wait for a large gap in traffic. C. Accelerate to match the speed of traffic and merge when it is safe. Answer: C. Accelerate to match the speed of traffic and merge when it is safe. When merging onto a busy freeway, you should accelerate to match the flow of traffic and merge when it is safe to do so. Question 23. What is the procedure for handling a flashing red traffic light at an intersection? A. Proceed through the intersection without stopping. B. Stop completely, then proceed when safe. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. Answer: B. Stop completely, then proceed when safe. A flashing red light at an intersection means you must stop completely and proceed only when it is safe to do so. Question 24. Describe the legal steps to take immediately after being involved in a traffic collision with no injuries. A. Drive away to avoid causing a traffic jam. B. Exchange information with the other driver and file a report with the DMV. C. Wait for law enforcement to arrive before exchanging information. Answer: B. Exchange information with the other driver and file a report with the DMV. After a collision with no injuries, you should exchange information with the other driver and file a report with the DMV. Question 25. What does a yield sign indicate a driver should do? A. Slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. B. Stop completely before proceeding. C. Speed up to merge with traffic. Answer: A. Slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. A yield sign means you should slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary to let other traffic proceed. Question 26. Explain how to correctly navigate a roundabout with multiple exits. A. Enter the roundabout and exit at the first opportunity. B. Signal right upon entering and navigate quickly to avoid collisions. C. Yield to traffic in the roundabout, signal your exit, and use the correct lane. Answer: C. Yield to traffic in the roundabout, signal your exit, and use the correct lane. When navigating a roundabout, you should yield to traffic already in the roundabout, use the appropriate lane, and signal your exit. Question 27. What is the penalty for driving under the influence, DUI, of alcohol or drugs in California? A. A warning and a fine. B. License suspension, fines, and possible jail time. C. Mandatory attendance at a traffic school. Answer: B. License suspension, fines, and possible jail time. Driving under the influence in California can result in license suspension, fines, and possible jail time. Question 28. How can a driver safely pass a bicyclist on a narrow road? A. Honk to alert the bicyclist and pass closely. B. Increase speed to pass quickly. C. Slow down, give ample space, and pass when safe. Answer: C. Slow down, give ample space, and pass when safe. When passing a bicyclist, you should slow down, give them plenty of space, and pass only when it is safe to do so. Question 29. What actions should be taken if a driver encounters a funeral procession? A. Speed up to pass the procession quickly. B. Yield the right of way and do not cut through the procession. C. Join the procession to avoid delays. Answer: B. Yield the right of way and do not cut through the procession. You should yield to a funeral procession and not cut through it out of respect and safety. Question 30. Describe the requirements for child restraint systems for children under the age of 8 in California. A. Children under 8 must use an adult seat belt. B. Children under 8 must be secured in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. C. Children under 8 can sit in the front seat if no back seat is available. Answer: B. Children under 8 must be secured in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. California law requires children under 8 to be properly secured in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat of the vehicle. Question 31. What are the consequences for ignoring a road closed ahead sign and attempting to drive through the closed area? A. A warning with no penalties. B. Fines and possible vehicle impoundment. C. Allowed to proceed if the road appears passable. Answer: B. Fines and possible vehicle impoundment. Ignoring a road closed ahead sign can result in fines and possible impoundment of your vehicle. Question 32. How does one handle a situation where their vehicle's accelerator sticks while driving? A. Turn off the engine immediately. B. Shift to neutral, apply the brakes, and steer to a safe location. C. Speed up to unstick the accelerator. Answer: B. Shift to neutral, apply the brakes, and steer to a safe location. If your accelerator sticks, you should shift to neutral, apply the brakes, and steer to a safe location to stop. Question 33. Explain the rules regarding the use of hazard lights while driving on the highway. A. Use hazard lights to indicate an emergency or that you are driving slowly. B. Hazard lights should only be used when stopped on the side of the road. C. Use hazard lights when changing lanes. Answer: A. Use hazard lights to indicate an emergency or that you are driving slowly. Hazard lights are used to indicate emergencies or when your vehicle is moving significantly slower than traffic. Question 34. What should a driver do if they are unable to merge safely after seeing a merge ahead sign? A. Stop and wait for a gap. B. Speed up to force a merge. C. Continue to the end of the lane and merge when safe. Answer: C. Continue to the end of the lane and merge when safe. If you cannot merge immediately, continue to the end of the lane and merge safely when there is a gap in traffic. Question 35. What are the legal responsibilities of a driver when a school zone sign is posted? A. Maintain the speed limit regardless of time. B. Slow down and obey the posted speed limit during school hours. C. Stop completely at all crosswalks. Answer: B. Slow down and obey the posted speed limit during school hours. In a school zone, you must slow down and adhere to the speed limit during the hours when children are present. Question 36. Describe the legal requirements for stopping at an emergency parking only area during an actual emergency. A. No special requirements. Anyone can stop. B. You must call for assistance immediately. C. You must have an emergency and use hazard lights. Answer: C. You must have an emergency and use hazard lights. Stopping in an emergency parking only area is only legal if you have an actual emergency and use your hazard lights. Question 37. What precautions should a driver take during an unexpected hailstorm? A. Speed up to get through the storm quickly. B. Pull over to a safe location and wait for the storm to pass. C. Continue driving with high beams on. Answer: B. Pull over to a safe location and wait for the storm to pass. During a hailstorm, It is safest to pull over to a safe location and wait for the storm to pass to avoid damage and ensure safety. Question 38. How should a driver approach a stop ahead sign when driving on a rural road? A. Speed up to pass the intersection quickly. B. Slow down and prepare to stop at the intersection. C. Ignore the sign if no traffic is visible. Answer. B. Slow down and prepare to stop at the intersection. A stop ahead sign means you should slow down and prepare to stop at the upcoming intersection. Question 39. What measures should a driver take if a slippery road sign is encountered during a heavy rainstorm? A. Increase speed to get through the area quickly. B. Reduce speed and avoid sudden maneuvers. C. Drive as usual if your vehicle has good tires. Answer. B. Reduce speed and avoid sudden maneuvers. When you see a slippery road sign during a rainstorm, you should reduce your speed and avoid sudden movements to maintain control of your vehicle. Question 40. What is the appropriate action when a driver encounters a yield ahead sign on a highway? A. Maintain speed and proceed through the yield area. B. Slow down and be prepared to yield to traffic. C. Stop completely and then proceed. Answer. B. Slow down and be prepared to yield to traffic. A yield ahead sign indicates that you should slow down and be prepared to yield to oncoming traffic. Question 41. What is the minimum safe following distance under ideal driving conditions on a highway? A. 1 car length. B. 2 seconds behind the vehicle in front. C. 4 seconds behind the vehicle in front. Answer. C. 4 seconds behind the vehicle in front. Under ideal conditions, maintaining a 4-second following distance allows you time to react to sudden stops. Question 42. What steps should a driver take when approaching a one-way traffic sign after exiting a divided highway? A. Merge into the one-way lane indicated. B. Continue driving in any lane. C. Stop and turn around. Answer. A. Merge into the one-way lane indicated. The one-way traffic sign indicates that you must drive in the direction of the one-way traffic. Question 43. What steps should a driver take when the park and ride sign is seen and they intend to use public transportation? A. Look for parking options and prepare to transfer to public transportation. B. Drive past the sign and look for another parking area. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer. A. Look for parking options and prepare to transfer to public transportation. The park and ride sign indicates a location where you can park your vehicle and use public transportation. Question 44. What should a driver do if they approach an airport sign and are unfamiliar with the airport layout? A. Speed up to avoid airport traffic. B. Follow the signs and drive cautiously. C. Stop and ask for directions. Answer. B. Follow the signs and drive cautiously. When approaching an airport, follow the signs to navigate the area safely. Question 45. How does one respond if the traffic light turns red while they are in the middle of an intersection? A. Reverse out of the intersection. B. Continue through the intersection. C. Stop immediately in the intersection. Answer. B. Continue through the intersection. If the light turns red while you are in the intersection, continue through to clear the intersection safely. Question 46. What measures should be taken when a traffic light sign is visible, indicating upcoming traffic signals? A. Speed up to beat the light. B. Prepare to slow down and observe the traffic signals. C. Ignore the sign if the light is green. Answer. B. Prepare to slow down and observe the traffic signals. The traffic light sign warns you of upcoming traffic signals, so you should be prepared to slow down and follow the signals. Question 47. How should drivers adjust their speed when driving in a residential area with frequent pedestrian activity? A. Maintain the speed limit regardless of pedestrians. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. C. Speed up to avoid hitting pedestrians. Answer. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. In residential areas, you should drive cautiously and be ready to stop for pedestrians. Question 48. What is the proper way to proceed when a traffic signal malfunctions and continuously flashes yellow? A. Speed through the intersection. B. Treat it as a stop sign. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. Answer: C. Slow down and proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light indicates that you should proceed with caution through the intersection. Question 49. What are the consequences for a driver found to be operating a vehicle without valid registration? A. A warning with no penalties. B. Fines and possible impoundment of the vehicle. C. Allowed to drive until the registration is renewed. Answer: B. Fines and possible impoundment of the vehicle. Driving without valid registration can result in fines and possible impoundment of your vehicle. Question 50. How should a driver handle encountering a temporary sign indicating a detour due to road construction? A. Ignore the sign and continue driving on the original route. B. Follow the detour signs to the new route. C. Stop and ask for directions. Answer: B. Follow the detour signs to the new route. Temporary detour signs indicate that you should follow the new route to avoid the construction area. Question 51. What legal obligations does a driver have upon hitting a parked vehicle and causing minor damage? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Leave a note with contact information and notify the police. C. Ignore the damage and continue driving. Answer: B. Leave a note with contact information and notify the police. If you hit a parked vehicle, you must leave a note with your contact information and notify the authorities. Question 52. How should a driver respond when encountering an aggressive driver on the freeway? A. Engage with the driver and retaliate. B. Move out of the way and avoid eye contact. C. Speed up to get away from the aggressive driver. Answer: B. Move out of the way and avoid eye contact. If you encounter an aggressive driver, it is safest to move out of the way and avoid interaction. Question 53. What are the required actions if a road work ahead sign is followed by a flagger signaling to stop? A. Ignore the flagger and continue driving. B. Stop as directed by the flagger. C. Speed past the flagger to avoid delays. Answer: B. Stop as directed by the flagger. You must obey the flagger's signals and stop if instructed to do so. Question 54. What precautions should be taken when approaching a blind curve on a mountain road? A. Speed up to clear the curve quickly. B. Slow down, keep right, and use your horn if necessary. C. Drive in the middle of the road to see better. Answer: B. Slow down, keep right, and use your horn if necessary. Approaching a blind curve requires you to slow down, stay to the right, and use your horn to alert oncoming traffic. Question 55. How should a driver behave when approaching a crosswalk where pedestrians are waiting but the walk signal is not yet green? A. Continue driving without stopping. B. Stop and let the pedestrians cross. C. Honk to alert the pedestrians to wait. Answer: A. Continue driving without stopping. Drivers should only stop for pedestrians when they have the right of way or when the walk signal is green. Question 56. What are the steps to follow if a driver notices that their headlights are not functioning properly while driving at night? A. Continue driving using high beams only. B. Pull over to a safe location and check the headlights. C. Use hazard lights and drive slowly. Answer: B. Pull over to a safe location and check the headlights. If your headlights are not functioning, you should pull over safely and check the issue. Question 57. What should a driver do if they encounter a police checkpoint? A. Turn around to avoid the checkpoint. B. Stop and follow the officer's instructions. C. Speed through the checkpoint. Answer: B. Stop and follow the officer's instructions. When approaching a police checkpoint, you should stop and follow any directions given by law enforcement. Question 58. How should a driver proceed when a traffic officer is directing traffic at a signalized intersection? A. Follow the traffic officer's directions regardless of the traffic signals. B. Ignore the officer and follow the traffic lights. C. Stop and wait for the officer to leave. Answer. A. Follow the traffic officer's directions regardless of the traffic signals. A traffic officer's directions take precedence over traffic signals and signs. Question 59. What actions should be taken when driving in extreme wind conditions, especially when driving a high-profile vehicle? A. Increase speed to maintain control. B. Slow down and maintain a firm grip on the steering wheel. C. Ignore the wind and drive normally. Answer. B. Slow down and maintain a firm grip on the steering wheel. In extreme wind conditions, especially with high-profile vehicles, you should slow down and hold the steering wheel firmly. Question 60. How should a driver use their vehicle's mirrors effectively to ensure safe lane changes? A. Rely only on mirrors without checking blind spots. B. Check mirrors, signal, and then change lanes quickly. C. Check mirrors, signal, and look over your shoulder to check blind spots. Answer. C. Check mirrors, signal, and look over your shoulder to check blind spots. To ensure safe lane changes, use your mirrors, signal your intentions, and check your blind spots by looking over your shoulder. Question 61. What is the recommended procedure when your vehicle is approaching an unmarked railroad crossing? A. Speed up to cross the tracks quickly. B. Slow down, look both ways, and be prepared to stop. C. Honk your horn to alert any oncoming trains. Answer. B. Slow down, look both ways, and be prepared to stop. When approaching an unmarked railroad crossing, always slow down, look both ways for oncoming trains, and be prepared to stop if necessary. Question 62. How should drivers react to a stop sign at an intersection with poor visibility? A. Roll through the stop sign slowly. B. Stop completely and inch forward until you can see. C. Ignore the stop sign if no other vehicles are visible. Answer. B. Stop completely and inch forward until you can see. At an intersection with poor visibility, you should stop completely at the stop sign and carefully inch forward until you have a clear view of oncoming traffic. Question 63. What are the guidelines for adjusting your vehicle's headlights to avoid blinding other drivers? A. Aim headlights straight ahead. B. Use high beams in all conditions. C. Aim headlights slightly downward. Answer. C. Aim headlights slightly downward. To avoid blinding other drivers, ensure your headlights are properly aimed slightly downward. Question 64. Describe the legal process for reporting a vehicle accident involving property damage but no injuries in California. A. Call the police immediately and file a report. B. Exchange information with the other party and report the accident to the DMV within 10 days. C. Drive away if the damage is minor. Answer. B. Exchange information with the other party and report the accident to the DMV within 10 days. In California, you must exchange information with the other party and report the accident to the DMV within 10 days if there is property damage. Question 65. What does a no U-turn sign specifically prohibit, and what are the exceptions, if any? A. Making U-turns at any time. B. Making U-turns unless indicated otherwise by another sign. C. Making U-turns during specific hours only. Answer. A. Making U-turns at any time. A no U-turn sign prohibits U-turns at the location where it is posted, with no exceptions unless indicated otherwise by another sign. Question 66. What steps should a driver take to ensure they are following the rules when approaching a traffic light sign indicating a signal ahead? A. Speed up to pass the light quickly. B. Prepare to follow the traffic signal's instructions. C. Ignore the sign if no other cars are around. Answer. B. Prepare to follow the traffic signal's instructions. A traffic light sign indicates an upcoming traffic signal, and you should be prepared to follow its instructions. Question 67. What should a driver do if they experience sudden brake failure while driving downhill? A. Shift to a lower gear and use the emergency brake to slow down. B. Speed up to reach a flat area quickly. C. Turn off the engine to stop the vehicle. Answer. A. Shift to a lower gear and use the emergency brake to slow down. If your brakes fail while driving downhill, shift to a lower gear and use the emergency brake to help slow the vehicle. Question 68. How should a driver adjust their speed when approaching a slippery road sign during light rain? A. Increase speed to maintain control. B. Reduce speed and proceed with caution. C. Maintain current speed. Answer. B. Reduce speed and proceed with caution. When approaching a slippery road sign during light rain, you should reduce your speed and proceed cautiously to maintain control. Question 69. What are the legal requirements for passing another vehicle on a two-lane road? A. Pass only when it is safe and legal and return to your lane promptly. B. Pass at any time if you are in a hurry. C. Pass without signaling if the road is clear. Answer. A. Pass only when it is safe and legal and return to your lane promptly. On a two-lane road, you must pass only when it is safe and legal to do so, and you should return to your lane promptly. Question 70. Describe how to react to an emergency parking only sign when you are not in an emergency situation. A. Use the area for short breaks. B. Park only if you have an emergency. C. Park if no other spaces are available. Answer. B. Park only if you have an emergency. Emergency parking only areas should only be used in genuine emergencies. Question 71. What should a driver consider before turning left across a bike lane? A. Speed up and turn quickly. B. Check for approaching bicyclists and yield if necessary. C. Ignore the bike lane if it is clear. Answer. B. Check for approaching bicyclists and yield if necessary. Before turning left across a bike lane, you must check for and yield to any bicyclists. Question 72. How does a driver safely navigate through a T intersection without traffic lights or signs? A. Speed through the intersection to avoid collisions. B. Yield to traffic on the through road. C. Stop completely and proceed when safe. Answer. B. Yield to traffic on the through road. At a T intersection without signals or signs, yield to traffic on the through road before proceeding. Question 73. What actions should a driver take if they encounter a detour ahead sign while driving? A. Follow the detour signs to the new route. B. Ignore the sign and continue on the original route. C. Stop and ask for directions. Answer. A. Follow the detour signs to the new route. A detour ahead sign indicates you should follow the marked detour to avoid a closed or obstructed road. Question 74. Describe the appropriate steps to take if a traffic light turns yellow as you are approaching an intersection. A. Speed up to clear the intersection before the light turns red. B. Slow down and prepare to stop if it is safe to do so. C. Continue at the same speed regardless of the light color. Answer. B. Slow down and prepare to stop if it is safe to do so. A yellow light indicates that the signal is about to change to red, so you should slow down and stop if you can do so safely. Question 75. What is required of a driver when they wish to change lanes in heavy traffic? A. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, and change lanes quickly. B. Change lanes without signaling to keep traffic moving. C. Signal only after changing lanes. Answer. A. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, and change lanes quickly. In heavy traffic, you should signal, check your mirrors and blind spots, and change lanes safely and promptly. Question 76. How should a driver approach a situation where they are unsure whether to proceed due to ambiguous road signs? A. Proceed with caution and be prepared to stop. B. Speed up to clear the area quickly. C. Ignore the signs and continue driving. Answer. A. Proceed with caution and be prepared to stop. If road signs are ambiguous, proceed cautiously and be ready to stop if necessary. Question 77. What precautions should be taken when encountering a road closed ahead sign with no visible detour? A. Drive through the closed road if it appears passable. B. Stop and ask for directions. C. Look for alternative routes or follow official detour signs. Answer. C. Look for alternative routes or follow official detour signs. When encountering a road closed ahead sign with no visible detour, seek alternative routes or follow detour signs. Question 78. How should a driver adjust their driving behavior in response to a park and ride facility sign during peak hours? A. Ignore the sign and continue driving. B. Look for parking availability and be prepared for increased traffic. C. Park only if you have a reserved spot. Answer. B. Look for parking availability and be prepared for increased traffic. During peak hours, a park and ride facility may be busier, so look for parking and expect more traffic. Question 79. What should a driver do immediately after a side collision in traffic? A. Continue driving to the nearest police station. B. Stop at the scene, check for injuries, and exchange information. C. Move the vehicle to the side of the road and wait for law enforcement. Answer. B. Stop at the scene, check for injuries, and exchange information. After a side collision, stop, check for injuries, and exchange information with the other party. Question 80. How should a driver interpret a curve ahead sign indicating a sharp curve in the road? A. Maintain current speed and steer sharply. B. Slow down and prepare to navigate the curve safely. C. Speed up to clear the curve quickly. Answer. B. Slow down and prepare to navigate the curve safely. A curve ahead sign indicates that you should reduce speed and prepare to navigate the curve. Question 81. What are the legal consequences of driving without a valid driver's license in California? A. A warning with no penalties. B. Fines, possible vehicle impoundment, and a court appearance. C. Allowed to drive until a license is obtained. Answer. B. Fines, possible vehicle impoundment, and a court appearance. Driving without a valid license can result in fines, impoundment, and a court appearance. Question 82. What precautions should a driver take when encountering a road narrows ahead sign? A. Speed up to pass the narrow section quickly. B. Slow down and be prepared for the reduced road width. C. Ignore the sign if no other vehicles are visible. Answer. B. Slow down and be prepared for the reduced road width. When the road narrows, reduce speed and prepare for the narrower section. Question 83. Describe the appropriate behavior when approaching an airport sign indicating entry to an airport roadway. A. Speed up to avoid airport traffic. B. Slow down and follow signs to navigate the airport area. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer. B. Slow down and follow signs to navigate the airport area. Approaching an airport, slow down and follow signs to navigate safely. Question 84. How should a driver prepare for an intersection with a stop ahead sign when approaching at night? A. Speed up to pass through the intersection quickly. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. C. Ignore the sign if no other cars are visible. Answer. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. At night, a stop ahead sign means you should slow down and prepare to stop at the intersection. Question 85. How should drivers adjust their driving behavior when a traffic light sign is seen ahead in a rural area? A. Speed up to beat the light. B. Prepare to stop or follow the signal. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer. B. Prepare to stop or follow the signal. In a rural area, a traffic light sign indicates you should be ready to stop or follow the signal. Question 86. How should a driver adjust their speed and steering when approaching a directional arrow sign indicating a 90-degree turn? A. Speed up to navigate the turn quickly. B. Slow down and turn smoothly. C. Maintain speed and steer sharply. Answer: B. Slow down and turn smoothly. For a 90-degree turn, slow down and make the turn smoothly to maintain control. Question 87. How should a driver proceed when they miss an exit and see a next exit sign indicating the next available exit? A. Stop and reverse to the missed exit. B. Continue to the next exit and adjust your route. C. Make a U-turn on the freeway. Answer: B. Continue to the next exit and adjust your route. If you miss an exit, proceed to the next one and adjust your route accordingly. Question 88. What should you do if your vehicle stalls on a railroad crossing? A. Try to restart the vehicle immediately. B. Exit the vehicle and move away from the tracks. C. Stay inside the vehicle and wait for help. Answer: B. Exit the vehicle and move away from the tracks. If your vehicle stalls on a railroad crossing, exit and move to a safe distance from the tracks. Question 89. How should a driver behave in a situation where a pedestrian is crossing at an unmarked crosswalk? A. Speed up to pass before the pedestrian. B. Stop and yield the right of way to the pedestrian. C. Honk to alert the pedestrian. Answer: B. Stop and yield the right of way to the pedestrian. At an unmarked crosswalk, you must yield to pedestrians crossing the road. Question 90. What is the legal limit for blood alcohol concentration? B. C. For drivers over 21 in California. A. 0, 8%. B. 0, 5%. C. 0, 10%. Answer: A. 0, 8%. In California, the legal backseat limit for drivers over 21 is 0, 8%. Question 91. How should a driver approach a school crossing ahead sign when approaching at night? A. Speed up to pass through quickly. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop for children. C. Ignore the sign since school is likely closed. Answer: B. Slow down and be prepared to stop for children. At night, you should still be cautious and prepared to stop for children when approaching a school crossing ahead sign. Question 92. How should a driver respond to a hairpin turn ahead sign on a mountainous road? A. Speed up to navigate the turn quickly. B. Slow down significantly and turn carefully. C. Maintain speed and turn sharply. Answer: B. Slow down significantly and turn carefully. A hairpin turn requires you to reduce your speed and navigate the turn carefully. Question 93. Explain how to navigate a T intersection when there are no signs or signals. A. Speed through the intersection to avoid collisions. B. Yield to traffic on the through road. C. Stop completely and proceed when safe. Answer: B. Yield to traffic on the through road. At a T intersection without signals or signs, yield to traffic on the through road before proceeding. Question 94. How should a driver handle a situation where their vehicle begins to skid on a wet road? A. Steer in the direction of the skid. B. Apply the brakes firmly. C. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. Answer: A. Steer in the direction of the skid. If your vehicle skids on a wet road, steer in the direction of the skid to regain control. Question 95. What should a driver do if they see a do not enter sign while driving? A. Turn around immediately. B. Continue driving through the area. C. Stop and ask for directions. Answer: A. Turn around immediately. A do not enter sign indicates that you should not proceed and must turn around. Question 96. Describe the correct way to respond to a traffic officer's directions at an intersection with functional traffic lights. A. Follow the traffic officer's directions regardless of the traffic lights. B. Ignore the officer and follow the traffic lights. C. Stop and wait for the officer to leave. Answer A. Follow the traffic officer's directions regardless of the traffic lights. A traffic officer's directions take precedence over traffic signals and signs. Question 97. How should a driver react to a stop ahead sign followed by a yield sign at the intersection? A. Stop completely at both signs. B. Slow down and yield at the intersection. C. Ignore the yield sign. Answer B. Slow down and yield at the intersection. If a stop ahead sign is followed by a yield sign, you should slow down and yield at the intersection. Question 98. How should a driver adjust their speed when driving through a residential area with children playing near the road? A. Speed up to avoid hitting children. B. Maintain speed and honk to alert children. C. Slow down and be prepared to stop. Answer C. Slow down and be prepared to stop. In a residential area with children playing, you should reduce speed and be ready to stop. Question 99. What are the steps to safely change a flat tire on the side of a busy highway? A. Pull over to a safe location, turn on hazard lights, and change the tire. B. Stop in your lane and change the tire quickly. C. Call for roadside assistance and wait in your vehicle. Answer A. Pull over to a safe location, turn on hazard lights, and change the tire. Ensure your safety by pulling over, using hazard lights, and changing the tire carefully. Question 100. What actions should a driver take if their vehicle begins to hydroplane on a wet road? A. Speed up to regain traction. B. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. C. Ease off the accelerator and steer in the direction of the skid. Answer C. Ease off the accelerator and steer in the direction of the skid. If you hydroplane, ease off the accelerator and steer in the direction of the skid to regain control.